I had one interesting service call that there's some people that own a bunch of apartments and rentals that have started using me, and it's kind of been an interesting play around with that to see because that's just like a totally different ball game of dealing with a direct homeowner. Uh, but I had one. It was an old, I'll say old. It was 410A, but it was still on the older side at this point. Piston system, AC furnace, and I am 80% sure that they put the piston in backwards, and it just kind of showed how drastically
Was
oversized
it a
this.
York?
No, it was a Goodman.
I just figured I'd ask because I've only seen a piston in backwards in a York unit. I didn't know that you could do that with Goodman.
If it's not in backwards, then it just has to be missing.
It
That's
could
the only
be.
that's the only thing I could think of because it is a piston system, and it's one of those where this the high side pressure is really low, the low side pressure is really high, and it's a 2-ton unit that's doing like 9,000 BTUs of cooling. And I was just like, have you had any problems out of this? And they're like, no. And I'm like, I mean, I would have to like take it apart to verify, but I'm 80% sure where they're missing. I don't think you could oversize it enough for it to do what it's doing, uh, or it's in backwards. I'm like, I don't know. And so it was an apartment style house that's like a townhouse type setup. I don't know
How
square
many?
footage. What's that?
I was going to ask that.
I don't know square footage exactly. If I had to guess, um,
Sounds like it needs
1,200,
nine.
Thousand
Sounds like
feet.
it
1,200.
needs 9,000 BTUs of cooling though.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
yeah, and that was kind of the interesting point to that of, I mean, for this particular one, it's really shaded, and I mean you've got two touching walls that there's no load
Right.
coming from, so you just have your front door, back door, and roof essentially that's really shaded. And so and I mean when I was
So
there,
you
it was
probably
hot.
need 1 ton of cooling.
It needs less than 1 ton
I
for
mean,
sure.
on on the hot weather that you've been experiencing
Yeah.
beyond design.
Well, this one it was just the reason I was there is it was a bad capacitor, and the coil was pretty much stopped up on the outside. But other than that, they'd never complained, they said. And so it's just like, okay, here's a system that even when it's really hot outside, doing 9,000 BTUs of cooling, it's able to maintain this whole house. And like, here's a if you needed any reason to justify that you don't need 2 tons, here you go. And this is a AC furnace, and so the furnace is what was it? I think it was a
Oh, geez.
55,000. So it's just like, I mean, that thing's
Or
just
or a 45
Yeah.
even or whatever. It's too big.